know, no, that's fine. And I'm expecting a phone call at 8:30. Someone's calling me, or Travis is calling me. He's at the dentist, and I'll have to cut out. So if I disappear for a second, you'll know why. Okay. Okay. Oh, no, don't make any announcement if I'm not there. Just say, oh, we dropped her. I bet she'll be right back or something like that. Yeah, I mean, it'll only be 1 minute. Only. Okay. No, not with it. With this phone, it's worse. Let's don't do that. Yeah, let's don't do it with this phone. It's just, I can hear you well. I just have a harder time hearing Ricky and Frank. But we're good. We're good to go. Yes, I can hear you now.
Some say he was an outlaw, that he roamed across the land with a band of unschooled ruffians and a few old fishermen. No one knew just where he came from or exactly what he'd done, but they said it must be something bad that kept him on the run. Some say he was a poet, that he'd stand upon the hill, that his voice could calm an angry crowd or make the waves stand still, that he spoke in many parables that few could understand, but the people sat for hours just to listen to this man. Some say he was a sorcerer, a man of mystery. He could walk upon the water, he could make a blind man see, that he conjured wine at weddings and did tricks with fish and bread, that he talked of being born again and raised people from the dead.
Hey, good morning. We're getting ready to get started. Start inviting, share, like it.
Say a politician who spoke of being free. He was followed by the masses on the shores of Galilee.
Almost time for that rooster.
Yes, he's about ready to do his thing.
And they feared his strength and power, so they nailed him to a tree.
Are you on there, Cindy?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
Thanks for waking up with us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Top of the morning to you.
Good morning, everybody.
The whole night through.
We're back.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning.
You got to.
It's an angel, good morning. And let her know you think about her when you're gone. I did that this morning.
Did you?
I guess. Starshine on the phone. We always like to point that out. She's out there in Texas.
She's right there.
Oh, Starshine.
We love you,
Good
Cindy.
morning. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Ricky and me
world.
got out of the doghouse today. We
Yeah.
We were in the penalty box for a few days.
We sure were.
Oops.
We was riding the wood.
Yeah, we were in the penalty box. We're out now.
Did you
Hold
take,
on.
Did you take off your striped shirt, Cindy?
She said,
Yes.
Cindy told me that Friday only comes once a week. And she said
No,
that better stay Friday and not Saturday night.
I'm going to find.
I like that.
I don't know if you got your Sparky out of jail, but I'm going to find Sparky. I need to find him a little jail suit since your dog keeps going to jail
That joker.
with some little stripes.
You better find him a
Poor
bank
little-
account.
I'm telling you. I mean, the joker, because he could stay down at the Hampton Inn. He could stay at the Hilton Garden Inn for $100. I mean, what the crap? And it was 100 this time.
Was it?
It's
What?
double every time the guy gets loose. And I told him last night too. I said, "You get out again, you're on your own. You get a life sentence. You get out again, you're on your own. I'm
Hey,
not
no.
messing with you."
All you got to do is go give him a stick. So when he leaves next time, he can carry his own
He
stick.
carry his own stick. Take all your belongings. Go down the road dragging your big old pillow blanket bed that you sleep on. Just see him dragging it, looking back, crying. Tail all down. Nah, you're going to jail.
Howling at the moon.
Nah, you going
you
to
ever-
jail. I
Yes,
turned
Mom, did you
21
ever
at the
run
dog
away?
pound doing life without parole.
Mark, did you ever run away when you were a kid, or did you ever threaten?
Oh, I didn't.
No, I never.
You
I
threatened
scared.
that, you might as well go on.
Yeah, they go right. I just slipped out the back window and I'd go around and my buddy'd pick me up. We'd go down and play at Joey's El Cid Club. When I was about 14, I'd be down there playing at Joey's El Cid, making me a 50.
Well, I
Oh
did.
my goodness!
Or at the Arabian Hut.
At the Arabian Hut.
It was called the Arabian Hut.
And you was down there playing.
I'd be sliding out. I'd go out the window about 9 o'clock and on Wednesday night and on ladies' night. I'd be about 14. I'd slide out, walk over to what we called the hard road.
Yeah.
I'd walk over to the hard road. Ricky seen it. Frank seen it. I'd walk over to the hard road because that was dirt where we.
That hard road.
Huh?
You mean it was it paved?
Yeah, it was made
it
out of
was
concrete.
paved,
We called it
yeah.
the hard road. Don't you get out there across that hard road. So I'd slip out there and go up the hard road and go down to Timeout Club or Joey's El Cid or the Arabian Hut and go down there and make me a crispy 50. My poor old brother would be pumping gas all week long, come home with $60. He'd be out there pumping gas and cleaning windshields and stuff like that back in the day. I'd be sitting there like a fat rat.
Tearing off 50.
Yeah, can I loan you a few? I only charge you 30 points. It'll be good. My Vic's only 30, man. Yes.
Oh my goodness!
He's
Oh, my
working his
goodness.
brother like
So
a job. He worked his own brother like a
You
job.
talk about working your brother. I put him together, man. I talked him into joining the Navy and going to boot camp with me. My brother and I went to boot camp in the Navy together. I put him together good, man. I didn't want to go by myself.
So
Well,
I
you were
dragged
just-
my brother
were-
through
you were,
this.
you were 17 years old. You were just a kid.
Yeah, I was 17, and I talked my mom into signing the papers to let me go. And I showed up in basic training, and here my poor old brother shows up with me. And it was during this time, when long hair was the
Yeah.
thing. Howard had hair down about his shoulders, and they made us get undressed, and the boy had on bikini butterfly underwear. And I said, "What?" I said, "Now I got to stand here beside this guy with the same name, and we showed up here to go fight the war."
He came with
We're trying to keep
butterflies on.
we're trying to keep the communist horde from coming through the Cumberland Gap, and he's sitting there with butterfly bikini underwear on. No, I mean that's a true story.
That's a long time ago. Yeah,
Oh,
things
my
have
God.
changed, yes. That's
Oh,
a
yeah, and
long
then-
time
and then
ago
look-
when you were young.
And then look here. Then they give you a card, and I've still got it, a postcard side thing,
Yeah.
postcard size thing, and they tell you put your address on this side. Put your address to your next of kin on the front side, it, and then turn it over, fill in your name, and it says, Dear Blank.
Yeah.
So you write Mom. Is what I did.
Yeah.
I have arrived safely at Great Lakes Basic Recruit Training Center, whatever it is. It's just a fill in the blank form.
Yeah.
And everybody had to send out to let your loved ones know. And then we're in a receiving barracks, okay, where you're just there for like a couple of days till you get to your real. You don't know.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm 17 years old, and I've done been cussed at, fussed at, stripped naked. You know what I mean? And handed out.
Did you get lots of shots?
Not
You
that day.
always say
No. We're just in receiving. I've been cussed at, fussed at, stripped naked, and everything. And now I'm laying in the bed with that itchiness blanket we were talking about with Frank the other day on a cot that'd been around since World War II at least. And I thought, what have I done to myself now? And, you know, I'm big on acronyms, and I thought, NAVY, never again volunteer yourself. NAVY, never again volunteer yourself. Yeah, it was quite the experience. And then, you know, of course, you know me, I'm a put together artist anyway. So I have done put myself in a position to be the assistant recruit company commander. So I'm in charge of all the people in the group, including my older brother. Well, he was the first squad leader, but I was over both platoons and all 6 squads. All right.
Wow.
You think I didn't pay for that? You think I didn't pay for that when I got out? Man, after I'd tortured that young man, time we...
You say you tortured him.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
I'm going to tell you what.
What?
Have you scrolled through your friends list?
All the dead people?
Well, not just the dead people. You know, you keep some pretty influential friends.
Who, me?
Oh, I mean, all of us, I guess. I've done invited Ronnie Dunn, Dwayne Allen.
Well, bring them on.
Aaron Tippin.
I was doing that. I was doing that too, and then I was ashamed of Ricky, so I quit doing it.
Oh, see. Now you
Then there's a couple.
See, yeah.
Y'all know better than that. Y'all know this is my main
Cindy.
stick man. Me and Ricky go anywhere. We look for the ghetto. We'll find anything.
Then
We're
there's
gonna
a-
go down to the Strand to Alabama and go. We're going down to the Strand. And
We're going to look for
have a
Bigfoots.
Bonanza burger and pick for about 2 hours.
Yeah, we're going on a Bigfoot hunt.
That's what we ought to do. We ought to do
Yeah.
a live feed Bigfoot hunt.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to go looking for him.
Hey, you know, that reminds me of like now, and imagine this. I'm always thinking these guys here looking for Bigfoot. What you gonna do when you catch one?
I can tell you what he's going to do.
If it now hold on, listen to me. Now if this joker can uproot trees and throw them at you,
Why do you
what
want
are
to run
6
up
or
on
7?
him?
What are 6 or 7 of you guys gonna do when you run up on one? I think it's funny too watching mountain men.
Oh man, they're
Talking about, look, there's some other Bigfoot hunters out here. We don't know what they're doing, so they're creeping around and they're whispering. They're 60 feet away. Well, y'all got lights on in the middle of the woods at night, shining the light on one another. What are you talking about? Be quiet. You know what I'm saying? You could have a party out there. You could be going through there riding an elephant with a mariachi band. You couldn't be sticking out worse.
Yeah, them boys.
Good night. Let's do a song. Here's Cindy. Let's do Solid Rock. Man, we used to get all kind of requests for this, but here we
love
go.
this song.
I do too.
Cindy, you just did it.
I
up
think
on
about
this.
falling leaves on a Charlie Brown movie.
Yeah.
There's guilt on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly lean on Jesus' name. On Christ, the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. All other ground is sinking sand. When darkness veils his lovely face, I rest on his unchanging grace. In every high and stormy gale, my on Christ, the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. All other ground is sinking sand. Sinking sand. Sinking sand. Sinking sand.
Well,
We got Detroit. We got my man Clarence Hicks in the house, y'all.
Clarence Hicks. Is that old man Hicks's boy?
Yeah, that's old man. That's old man Hicks' boy.
That's what I was thinking. Old man Hicks' boy.
Hey, Mark.
Hey.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Did you see that chart yesterday? Make It to the Mountain is number 2, or it will be number 2 in September on Christian Voice.
Really?
Yeah, it won't die and go away. Yeah.
How
gonna be
long's
number
that thing
10.
been out?
Oh, a long time.
I
And
tell
it
you
will
what,
be number 2 for September.
you and I both can get away with putting out a record about every 6 years because I think that song "Take Jesus Fishing's been on there for like 3 years or something, and neither one of us
And
tour, and that's got to be make the touring acts mad.
Yeah.
Well, let's get
I
it.
guess
But
we need to get
I
out
thought
there
that
and
was
work,
pretty
Cindy.
cool.
It is cool.
Well, we are working. We're working.
If she peaks at number
This
1,
song-
we're gonna have to give Ron a plaque. If
Yeah,
it slides
I don't
back
think
up
it
there to
will.
number 1.
I doubt it. I doubt it. But number 2 is good.
Yeah. So Cindy asked me off air about getting shots. What are you looking?
Somebody said, y'all got jokes. I said,
Who is it?
Clarence said, y'all got jokes.
Yeah. Clarence, you should have been with me and Ricky
You
This
ain't
man-
heard nothing, homie.
this past Thursday. I mean, let me put it this way. It was as white as Antarctica. Okay? Where even the bears are white. And me and Ricky riding around the golf cart trying to find the ghetto. We asked a guy, hey man, where's y'all's ghetto?
Looking for Democrats.
Yeah, we let ours run around everywhere. We don't keep them pinned up. Where you keeping them pinned up at? I thought this was the North.
But, hey, you need
We're
to-
way
you
up
need to
north of the
point out,
Mason.
Mark,
We're way up north of the Mason-Dixon line.
You need to point out, though. You need to point out you were following the rules because
Yeah, yes, we
you
were.
were not drinking, you were not smoking, and you were not cussing because they did not allow that there. So
No,
you
we
were
weren't. We
following the
weren't
rules.
drinking. We weren't drinking, and we
You
weren't
were following
smoking.
the rules.
No.
Cindy, we don't know that.
Well, it's pretty easy to know because I drink about enough to qualify as a teetotaler. You know what I mean? And so I mean I don't even use Listerine. It's got too much alcohol. Too much alcohol. Alcohol.
We had so much fun.
But I will
with
have a cigar or 2 or 3. But you know what? It's been about 2 weeks since I've had one. Well, it's
And
been
I'm-
about a week and a half since
So
I've
I
had
can
one.
imagine, boy, when you finally get one of them things, you really gonna get a roll.
I'm
going.
gonna slide by there today, and I'm gonna get me one.
Oh, we
One
in
of those
trouble now,
bazookas.
Cindy.
I'm gonna get me one of those bazookas, about the size of a cucumber.
That thing looks like an ox. It
It
looks,
looks like
he's
a cartoon. It's so big, man.
All right, listen now.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Frank's trying to pull us back online here.
I just finished privately inviting everybody on my thing.
Okay.
okay.
Right, that's
Good deal.
what time
So
it
you were telling us about shots, Mark. You were starting.
Well, Frank was saying something.
is. Can you cut her mic off for just a minute?
You know, she.
I thought you said she was nice.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
All
That's
right,
a
she go-
facade.
All right, Cindy gonna
That's
put
a
you in
facade.
timeout. She gonna put you in timeout. You better watch out, boy.
Kurt gets home from work. She makes him stay in his room if he acts up,
Yeah.
and won't even let him turn the TV on.
And you won't get no ice cream either.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hey, Frank can count to
I've
10.
probably got 12 people that have just clicked on here just for me personally inviting.
Are you inviting them on your personal page?
Yeah, well, no, I'm inviting them through the smallest gifts page.
Well, tell them how to do it and then start inviting people because the more people, the more the merrier. I mean, we can.
That's right. We want to
me and
talk
Ricky
to
can really
everybody.
get crazy.
We
We'll
wanna
get in
go
the shots
talk
as
with everybody, man. You got some.
Well, Cindy was asking about getting the shots in boot camp. Anybody that's ever been to boot camp, give us a thumbs up. And we back in those days, they had these pneumatic shot.
Oh
givers.
yeah, they used them when I was going to elementary school. They shoot.
Right.
That gun was big too.
Well, this thing looked like a daggone paint gun.
Yeah, it looks like a paint gun.
It's got even got the thing on the bottom of it, but it's glass full of the medicine.
That's right.
And it gives you the right dose of shot.
That's right. That's what we got.
Well, so they got us in formation in single file line, and we're going through, and you say, 1 step forward, hodge, boom, pow. 1 step forward, hodge, pow. And by the time you get out there, your arms are hanging off, and you think, I'm never going to live through this. And then you take a column right, and then this guy gives you, this is back in the day, they give you the gamma globulin shot.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
if it wasn't indecent, I'd let you feel it. I still have a lump at the top of my rear end. Don't get no ideas. But I still have a
don't have to
lump,
worry
and
about
anybody that got that gamma globulin shot has got that lump today. And you talk about something hurt. You talk about something put you into Tasmania. And then you got to go back and live with that aching thing. And so the first thing they want to do is start. Now we will do push-ups, many, many, many of them. Begin. And they just start exercising you, you know. We'll do side straddle hops till I'm tired. Go.
He said till he tired.
Yeah, till I'm tired. There's nothing in the Blue Jackets manual that says I cannot kill you. Anyway, but yeah, the basic training is fun. I remember we earned a phone. They told us that if we do really good on this one drill, which we won all the flags. I'll show you the pictures one day. My company won all the flags, and I got to march out in front of them, you know, because I was the cheese.
Yeah, you was the big banana.
Oh, I got to present my company to the CEO on graduation, and I got to walk right out in front with. But anyway, the company commanders told us, you do good on this drill, and you get the big chicken, which was anybody. Yeah, I mean the big. It's just it don't mean anything. It's like the drill flag. You get the big chicken, we're gonna let you call home. Well, we got the big chicken, and we came home. We're all ready for our phone call. They put us over the window, said open the window, and start hollering home. So we're standing there going, home, home, home. Yeah.
Oh, somebody was gonna let me use that phone. Somebody else, y'all gonna let me use this phone.
That's what they did. They just let's go over and call home.
Yeah,
Man,
no, I'm going to the commander's. No, you gonna let me use this phone, buddy? We work.
My brother and I went to boot camp starting in February at Great Lakes, Illinois.
A little cold up there.
But it snows axle deep to a windmill.
That's right.
I mean, the windmill can't even turn because the snow got it buried.
So, hey,
all right.
I can tell you about the cold up there.
believe me. You ain't got to tell me about the cold, buddy. I'm from Detroit.
You up
Believe
in
me.
Chicago doing the cold, wasn't you?
Oh, yeah. Remember me?
Oh, I know.
Chicago ain't no joke.
Well, one of these days when we got time, we'll talk about when Frank got mad because the hot water went off and he went down to the front desk at the hotel in nothing but his house shoes and his underwear and a towel.
Hand towel.
And,
And went down there and told me, y'all better get me some hot water.
that's one way to get their attention, ain't it?
I tell you what, we went to Soldier Field to watch one of the Bears games. I couldn't get through the first quarter.
Cold.
Oh, that wind whipping
Man, let me
inside
tell you, that wind
field.
get caught up in the top of that
Yeah, they're
doggone
used to it
stadium.
up there, though.
They up there, no shirts and stuff on.
Yeah. That reminds me when we took Flip to Canada.
Oh, that's my place, boy. I
And
love Canada.
we're going across there in Detroit. I
Yeah.
guess it's going over to Windsor, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that what it is?
over the Ambassador Bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you go to Windsor, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that where you go?
yeah, that
All right,
takes you
so
to
we go
Windsor.
across, and when we come up out of the tunnel, you go across the bridge and you come up out of the tunnel.
Yeah, yeah,
All right,
yeah,
so
yeah.
come up out of the tunnel, and I'm thinking, Lord, just please let it be on my side that they talk to us, because I'm driving. No, they put us in the lane where it comes up to Flip's side. Old Flip's old boy from Tennessee. Okay, he'd never been out of the country.
Carthage.
Hadn't even been out of the state much.
Wow.
All right. So we get up there, and the woman says, what is your country of origin? He said, we're from Nashville.
Nashville.
And she says, your country of origin? He said, I told you we're from Nashville. That's Tennessee. That's in the United States of America. Plus, y'all saw us come out of that tunnel back. Ain't nothing back there but the United States. And you know they ain't got no joy. Those border guards, they got no joy whatsoever. So I'm sitting there thinking they're going to detain us at the border. She says, and he's trying to get her to laugh, and she's not going for the Flip Gregory show. Yeah. She ain't bought a ticket yet. So she says, what's the nature of your visit? And he says, well, we just want to come look around at the place. Y'all don't charge nothing for that, do you? She says,
That's him.
she says, how long do you intend to stay? He says, my God, y'all ask a lot of questions to get in this place. He said, I didn't miss my trouble getting in Disneyland. So look here. He still hasn't got her to bus. He's still trying to get her to Chucky. She says, do you have anything to declare? He said, I declare it's a right pretty day out here. And that finally got her. That finally got her. I declare it's a right pretty day out here.
Boy, them country boys. Them country boys are right. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
No, wait a minute.
He went traveling in the
call the
Middle East and
show.
saw a mosque and thought the top of it was a silo.
Hey, where do you keep your grain?
Mark, we'll have to have flip
Huh?
calls sometime. We need to have flip calls.
We'll have to have a whole
Well,
show.
speaking
Just,
of-
just shut the
speaking of
mics off
funny
and let him
people-
go. Huh?
Where's Heath? Where is Heath? We want to report about his trip.
Well, Heath's going to call in. Heath's down there trying to get the restaurant open this morning, I'm sure. They did a big TV expose on him. He had a
Yeah,
big-
they sure did.
He
It's
was a
really
TV
nice.
star a couple
Yeah,
of
we
days
may not
ago.
be able to touch him anymore.
He
Yeah.
posted that on Facebook, but I couldn't see
Yeah.
it. Or
Every
it
time,
wouldn't- it
every
wouldn't
time you
open
turn,
for me.
every time you turn around, he's on TV getting some kind of award for that Bonanza burger or whatever.
With that Thousand Island dressing, no relish. I don't know what kind of.
Thousand
You
Island
guys
dressing
wanna
with
know
a
what he
dash of
told me
soy
off air?
sauce, and you get killed if you try to reverse engineer it. They'll have you taxidermied and hanging up on the wall down at Buster's garage.
You right, see.
Buster's radiator shop.
You right, see, boy. I'm telling you, these boys are hilarious, man. That's Clarence. You say hillbilly humor.
Hillbilly humor, good night. You ought to, one of these days, Clarence, come in and I'll tell you the story about when I turned off on Columbus Avenue in a Jeep Liberty, me and another hillbilly in New York City, and wondered where all the traffic was and looked up. There's 40 million people lined up on the side of the road, and we're leading the daggone Puerto Rican Day Parade. Hillbillies in Harlem. There we were.
Hillbillies in Harlem.
Yeah, Hillbillies in Harlem.
That'd be a good
Episode
show.
1.
Oh, Mark, I want to say something.
Yeah.
Heath and I can talk offline when he's on. And he was telling me, he said, I put on like the Strand is just this little, and Fort Payne's this little bitty place. But he said, it really is a big place. It really is a big deal. I thought it was so funny.
Fort
I
Payne?
know it. He said it's a big deal. It's a big, it's
No, I
it's
think
pretty
you're
good
talking about the
size little town.
Strand.
To the best of my knowledge,
Maybe we've missed something.
I'm gonna have to go down and take the tour. I'm gonna have to take the Metro bus and take the Metro bus line in Fort Payne. As far as I know, they got about 3 lights, and one of them's just to aggravate you. They don't do. It's just there to aggravate you. Ain't no purpose for it.
It just
You go down
flashes.
Galt Avenue and take a left. You can't go straight. You go down Galt
That's the only
Avenue.
road. Galt Avenue, that road that comes down.
He must be
you know,
talking
where the
about out there in
hotel is.
suburban Fort Payne where they got the shopping centers and the stuff like that.
Well, we must have missed all that.
I mean, there's a Walmart down there and stuff.
Oh, that's a big town then. If
There's
you
a
know
Walmart
you're
down there by the
somebody.
Western Sizzler.
The Western Sizzler, yeah. I was just
Boy,
thinking
I
that
haven't heard
place.
that in a
too.
long time.
Yeah.
Golly.
They got a Western Sizzler that even after they went out of business, the people there just kept the sign. They said, "What's a good sign?" No sense throwing it away.
There's only about 3 hotels there, I think.
You said 3 hotels.
Yeah.
boy. So I can imagine when they had that Michael Jackson impersonator come down there, that place was loaded, wasn't it?
I'd have give anything to see that.
Me too.
I'd have give anything. But you know what? You can go Dickerson Road in Nashville. This place called the Starlight Club.
Yeah.
You can see, you can see about 50 300-pounders out there line dancing to Michael Jackson Beat It. They're country line dancing. Look like 50 dump trucks full of bullfrogs.
You can see anything on Dickerson Road. Watch cops sometime at night.
50 dump trucks
full of bullfrogs.
I think we need to go to a song.
We need to go somewhere, cut this boy off. I feel like we back on the road again.
Oh, let's go to the hillbilly
Oh, my God.
singing "Save Me a Seat at That Supper Table."
Oh, God.
Tucked between the pages of an old tattered Bible was a letter dated 1944. According to the heading, it was written by a father to his son while he was serving in the war. The condition of the paper made it difficult to read, but I could tell his hand was trembling as he wrote. It said, if you get to heaven before I do, rest assured, son, I'm coming to. Watch for me, and if you're able, save me a seat at the supper table. And at the bottom of that letter, in a different colored pen, was a note dated 1963. It started off by saying, Dad, I've held on to this letter that you wrote because it meant so much to me. And I'm not sure that you can hear me, so I'm going to write it down, and I'll just leave it with you right here by your bed. And this is what it said. It said, if you get to heaven before I do, rest assured, Dad, I'm coming to. Just watch for me, and if you're able, save me a seat at the supper table. We'll gather around the table just like we did back then and complete the family circle once again. If you get to heaven before I do, rest assured, friend, I'm coming too. Just watch for me, and if you're able, save me a seat at the supper table. Watch for me, and if you're able, save me a seat at the supper table.
All right, now somebody was asking, who is that playing? Well, I wrote the song, and I'm singing the song. I don't care. We decided instead of getting up and going and getting the coffee, we just put the coffee pot over here. I mean, it sure does beat getting up and hanging yourself on all these wires. Anyway, I'm playing this. I'm singing the song. You got. Let's see. That would be on the piano. That's Jonathan Brown. That's Brent Mason on electric guitar. That's I think that's David Hungate on the bass. And that's Lonnie Wilson on the drums.
Okay.
And Bruce Watkins on acoustic guitar.
Bruce don't be joking.
No, none of them cats. I mean,
Them
those cats
boys
are
be
serious,
on
man.
it. They be on it.
Those cats are serious.
I heard you had.
They are.
Hey man, I heard you had a pretty good road band.
Huh?
I heard you had a pretty good
This
road
past
band.
week?
Yeah, I heard that you had a pretty good
You
road
talking about
band.
this past week or
Yeah, yeah,
currently?
Yeah, yeah.
I do. I got Ricky the Rocket. I got Ricky the Rocket playing the drums. Sometimes it's hard to see him back here in the dark, but he's there.
That's why I have to always smile. So
I'm
they know where I'm
looking
at.
over. We got to get you your own spotlight. That's just not right. Like I said on that video, though, and then we got Ron Hoban, the Magic Man, on the guitar.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, he can play. And then we got Mark Johnson.
Yes, my
playing
man Mark.
Playing the bass guitar. I'd like to get him to play in the wash tub too. You know, get him a broomstick.
Oh, can you see that? And when y'all come out there with them little straw hats
give him a hoot the
on.
jug.
We come to Texas. That's what we're going to do in your city.
Mark's big, tall,
Cindy.
skinny, young, long-haired, nice-looking fella. Get him up there with bibbed overalls.
Looking like Lil Abner. Y'all old heads, y'all know who Lil Abner is.
I can't wait to show up down in Fort Payne. This joker going in there with his man bun on. He'd be in worse trouble than Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, boy. Hey, the barber shop's right down here around the corner.
That's going to be something we need to put on. We need to stream that one live. We got to stream that live.
Yeah, Mark just walking into the Strand about 8:30 night when they're coming here expecting to hear rolling. Oh, my
Sound like
butt is
Raw.
swollen. rolling.
I think we should do a
Oh, my
show.
butt is
I'm gonna
swollen.
send-
What are you saying,
I
Cindy?
think it would be fun, Mark. It would be fun. I'm going to get some wigs for you guys. I think it would be fun to get some mullets, some old mullet
No,
wigs.
Cindy. I
And,
can't do that. I can't do that. I
Well,
can't
we'll
do
get you
that.
We'll just
We have to
you-
get Ricky a
we'll
big
get some-
afro. We get big,
we'll get you a
Ricky a
big
big afro and a
and we'll-
dashiki.
Yeah,
And I'll
we'll
wear
do a
it.
show. We'll
I'll
do
wear
a
the
show.
afro.
I got to see that. We got to stream that one live.
I'm gonna get me an afro and a dashiki, and then you wear the bibbed overalls.
And I'll get the
We should do a
gridlocks.
throwback show.
And
Yeah,
Frank
you
will
get
get him a pair of gridlocks.
Like
to put 'em on.
gridlocks.
Yeah, a gridlocks wig, not dreadlocks, a gridlock.
Gridlock.
Jiminy Christmas.
Man, oh man, oh man. Oh my God.
Captain Kangaroo didn't have nothing on y'all.
Oh no, he didn't.
What about Captain Kangaroo?
I said, he didn't have nothing on y'all.
Mr. Green Jeans.
Oh, I remember him. That was a mean jacket.
Magic.
Yeah, you guys should wear overalls.
Mean.
Yeah, we'll do that.
How about this? Magic drawing board. Not magic drawing board, magic drawing board. You remember that? I'm thinking drawing. What is drawing?
How
What's
do you spell
drawing?
that? How do you spell that?
Is that like when you put them on? Or I'm drawing over here, Bob. Tell Howard to shut the door. I'm drawing. I'm trying to draw in here.
Cindy,
Howard,
you might as
close the
well just
door.
screw your wig on tight because he's got a roll going.
I got some sleep. Can y'all tell? Can y'all tell my medicine's working?
Yeah. This is what I look forward to every morning. But it starts about 6:45 to 7 o'clock.
I called him this morning. I said,
I'll be in your driveway in 30 seconds. I'm standing there with I'm just pulling my
he's in there
pants
drawing.
off.
He's in there
I'm
drawing.
in drawing.
He's drawing, and I'll be in your driveway in 30 seconds. Wake up.
Boy.
Yeah, wake up. The world's on fire. Let's go.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is every morning. 5 days a week. I can expect it. Even when he don't come, he called and said, "Well, I'll let you sleep in." But I'm sitting on the side of the bed waiting for a phone call.
Good morning, Benny. Ben, get your rear end down here. You live in Virginia Beach. We need to have you on the show now that you're getting your voice back. Or you can just sit there and look pretty if you want to. It might be difficult, but you can sure give it a try.
You guys are on fire this morning. Frank and I are just sitting there speechless.
Yeah,
Aren't we,
Ben,
Frank?
Ben's
Right.
from West Virginia, too.
Oh no, another one. Oh no, another
Yeah.
one.
Ben's from a place called Lash Meat, West Virginia.
Lash meat.
Well, he's been to Lash Meat. He's actually from Princeton, but he's been to Lash Meat. That's close to where he's from.
Lash meat. I wonder where they got that name from.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. We used to play at some, I can't remember the name of it, but we used to play at some, who's calling me? Oh, that's Michael calling me on the, watch this. Hold on, Cindy.
Oh, it's about to get wild now, Cindy.
And you're on the air because you called the wrong phone. How you doing, Mike?
I called the other one first. Hey,
Well-
call me back on the other one as soon as you can, please. Take a break. If
All
you
right.
can step away.
All right. We're gonna take a break. Cindy, you there?
I am.
Well,
Living a lie and no use denying, hurting inside, pain you refuse to show. Ought to let it go. Hungry for love and looking for comfort, you settle for less 'cause you don't seem to know how to let it go. Let it go, let the healing water flow. Let it go, know the love will free your soul. Bullied and teased on your friends turn against you. You find yourself crying, raging out of control. Try to let it go. You try to fight, do your best to do better. You bottle it up inside, still feel out of control. Just let it go. Let it go. Let the healing water flow. Let it go. Know the love will free your soul. Know that you're loved and you are accepted. Whenever you slip, don't let it keep you down. Just let it go. Goodbye darkness and hello to sunshine. Walk in the light where shadows cannot show. Just let it go. Let it go. Let the healing water flow. Let it go. Break the chains and let it go. Let it go. Know the love will free your soul. Just let it go.
Clarence wants to call in. He says, "You guys are funny. Good job, guys."
Who, Clarence?
Yeah, he wants to call in.
good morning.
Clarence,
Good
you can
morning.
call in tomorrow when I've got my. We went on the road this past week, and I had all my rig with me, thinking we were going to be able to do the show from there, but we didn't have internet service because they're still in the 1950s where we were. But
That's true.
we'd have been better off standing out there on top of the building hollering.
Yeah.
We could have got further, but anyway, I've lost my attachment that hooks up to our call-in line, so we'll have it straightened out, and you can call in tomorrow. You were saying something, I stepped on.
I
you.
saying good morning, Nick Bird.
Nick Bird, buddy, I hadn't talked to you in about a week. I
Nick.
can't wait to get you on the phone and get you talking about and tell you about my trip up there to Ohio, up there in the.
Chautauqua. Lakeside.
Can't say that. Cindy's listening.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It was Lakeside. Lakeside, Ohio.
I saw Kenzie Lou yesterday, by the way. She came by my house.
She
And
did.
She had a wonderful time. Yes,
Oh,
she
yeah.
had a wonderful time.
Well,
That's
sure
my
she
baby.
did. She was a big star.
Oh,
I'll tell you
yeah.
what,
Yes.
I witnessed, we witnessed when we were doing Desperado.
Yeah, yeah.
We witnessed Kinsey Walker come of age as an entertainer.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
She stepped through the cloud that day.
Yeah.
You know, she's been a great singer, but as a child, she just doesn't, had not developed into that well-rounded
Yeah.
entertainer.
Right.
And one of the things we didn't want to do was get her branded as a kid star, because look what happens to all of them.
Yeah.
Their career fizzles out because people fall in love with the
With the kid.
and then they grow up and they're different.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we've brought her on very slowly and very gradually, but she stepped through the curtain as a well-rounded, complete entertainer young lady. I was so proud of her. It actually was giving me chills
Yeah.
to play when I was listening to her sing and just
Yeah.
sticking those notes to the back
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
And when you're playing and it's just you and one instrument and you're singing,
Yeah.
there's nowhere to hide. You better be on your game.
And
she-
otherwise everybody's gonna know it.
And she crushed it.
Yeah, she did an
Yeah,
awesome
I was real
job.
proud of Kenzie.
She
We'll,
really
we'll
did.
play a Kenzie song here in a minute. But,
That trip that we took, Cindy, was just marvelous.
You
I'm
need
gonna
to
tell
book
you.
Cindy up there. She's
I'm
pretty good
too-
act. She's a pretty good act too, once in a while.
Cindy's a great
Yeah.
act.
I haven't even seen her. I already know. I could tell by the way she sings that she's an awesome act.
I've got a job, Frank, keeping you guys straight.
We've got
whoa, whoa,
We've-
whoa, whoa.
We've got the band going. We've
Not you guys.
Yeah, Frank's sitting over there saying, "How did I follow this act?"
Okay,
Right.
yeah, not Frank. Frank, yes. Well, keeping you guys, it's two guys,
Oh, okay.
Ricky
Okay.
and Mark.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
And Heath. Wait a
Ricky-
minute. I'm going to add Heath to that number when he calls in.
Ricky and I are Ricky and the band and me. We're planning a tour of some of the nicest old folks' homes in America.
Oh yeah.
Ben Dishner said that she needed an opening act.
Yeah. Ben, we're going to go out and start touring old folks' homes. So we're trying to get a sponsor like Hover Round or get a sponsor for that guaranteed issue burial insurance and stuff like that. And we're going to get signs up. We're going to get some signs made up to say the Your Logo Here tour. We're going to go ahead and start.
I think that's already taken. That's already taken by your evil twin.
Yeah,
brother,
by Stonehenge.
No, wait a minute. Who's his
Your-
evil twin?
My Leon Stonehenge.
Oh.
That's my alter ego. I have to tell you the story about
Yeah.
Leon. He was.
A clean one. Keep it clean.
It
keep
is clean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cindy, tell him what'll happen if it's not clean.
Back to time.
I'll
Leon
put you
was.
in the timeout.
I would be back in the
Okay.
penalty box over there with the microphone shut off.
Yeah,
if Cindy was anywhere within arm's reach of me and Ricky, she'd have done been bathing us with olive oil. You know. She'd be.
She got a nozzle. No, she got a nozzle that she can turn this.
Got a pressure washer.
And she just blow it on.
The idea.
Oh, that's right. Shh, shh.
Yeah, old Stonehenge, that's a story in and of itself. I have to tell you the story about Leon Stonehenge one day, but it's an alter ego that I came up that's kind of a hybrid of my old hero, Leon Russell, and myself.
Oh, so how did you come into to meet Mr. Stonehenge? Cindy?
All the people in my inner circle know Stonehenge.
Cindy-
I've just held him off from you.
Yes, I was introduced to him. I was introduced to Leon, my very first album that we did vocals. Remember
Okay.
that, Mark?
Yep.
That was-
I was on.
Yes.
And, and it was at the time when Lady Gaga, they carried her in to the Grammy Awards, and they
Yeah.
carried her in an egg, like a bunch
Yeah.
of Egypters with a.
Egypt. I knew it was coming. It was just a matter of time.
But they carried her in an egg, and then she popped up, and I thought, oh gosh, if I get on there with Leon Stonehenge, I'm gonna have him bring me in a porta john with a forklift. Just come out of it, walk out to the mic, and say, "I suffer from occasional irregularity."
I would have to see that.
Wouldn't that be funny?
We got to make this happen, Cindy. We got to do it.
Well,
We got to make it happen.
Okay.
you know, there's Ricky. When you go to the zoo, there's that "Do not feed the animals."
Yeah.
We're going to have a "Do not feed Leon."
Oh gosh. Yeah. Leon was found. He was found in a heat duct
Well, there's
with a
stories.
diaper,
There
wearing
are
nothing
stories.
but a diaper, and a diaper pin with a note stuck through his belly meat.
Looking like Baby New Year.
Do I?
Good morning, Dennis Baker.
Hey, good morning.
Morning, Dale.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
showing up.
Yeah, they are. They're coming out now, aren't they?
Don't send the ransom. Ricky got loose.
More than once. Oh, boy.
Good night. Here's a song by Kinsey called "What's the What?"
Yep.
Blah, 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 plus tax. It's called What the World Needs Now.
I look around at all the faces and I see all the lonely people looking back at me. Rich or poor, don't matter, we're all the same. Everybody's hungry in a different way. We're crawling and climbing and kicking and screaming, fighting, but really what the world needs now is love. Love and only love. A little gift from up above, sent to make a better day. Let's come together, let our difference down, spread it all around. That's what the world needs now. La 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 la. Sometimes all it takes is just a smile to change somebody's weather, chase the clouds out of the sky. Sometimes you gotta give and not receive. Sometimes you gotta leave what you believe. Open your eyes, 'cause that's where it starts, right here with you. But really what the world needs now is love. Love and only love. A little gift from up above, sent to make a better day. Let's come together, let our difference down, spread it all around. That's what the world needs now. Nobody likes the cold. We all need someone to hold. No one wants to be alone. What the world needs now is love. Love and only love. A little gift from up above, sent to make a better day. Let's come together, let our difference down, spread it all around. That's what the world needs now. Love and only love. A little gift from up above, sent to make a better day. Let's come together, let our difference down, spread it all around. That's what the world needs now.
That's my girl.
That's Kinsey.
Oh, yeah.
Sounding all growed up.
Her
We
hindindus.
love Kenzie.
Kinsey, her hindindus. I've been calling her your hindindus for a long time. She's Kinzarella, and she calls me. I call her Kinzarella, the Princess Kinzarella, and then she calls me Nunchop.
Nunchop.
Nunchop, her servant. Yes, you're handing this. It's just something we do. It's like the Oompa Loompa song we jacked up.
Yeah. That funny.
Hey, you know what? We're getting ready to get to the top of the hour. What is wrong with my mouth this morning? We're Gorton ready. Let me try it again. We're getting ready. We're Gorton ready. I've been doing old Dan's Philpott voice too much.
Yeah, you might as well go on.
I can't even talk regular no more.
Everybody hang around at the top of the hour. Good morning, Robert Cook. Just
What's
saw
that you got all over your pants? Look here, I got a fish sandwich in your pocket.
Yeah, fish sandwich.
You got a fish sandwich in your pocket, got grease running down your leg.
Leg.
There's no such thing as a leg.
Sure is a leg. I know what a leg is.
Is that like country ebonics?
You have to come up with some kind of name for it. Hillbonics. That's Hillbonics. I'm gonna write a book called Hillbonics.
How long have you been knowing? How long have you been knowing Mike Cindy?
How long? She may be on the phone.
Oh,
No, I'm here. How long have I been?
How long have you known me?
Oh, wow. Sometimes I want to say too long. No, 5 years. I'm kidding. We've known each other going on 5.5 years.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
How long have you known me, Frank?
40.
Almost 40 years.
39, yeah.
Wow.
I've hated you ever since. I've always hated you. I just didn't want to say it.
That's probably why you're on a good program trying to ask for forgiveness. No. No.
No.
All right. The name.
He said no.
Lord, I ask you forgiveness. Nope. Nope. Not this time. You just like Sparky. You leave again, you ain't coming back this
You
house.
ain't coming back. We gonna rent your room out.
I'm gonna kick the dust off my shoes and just let you go on bury yourself, dead man. Hey, look here. We want to take this opportunity to say we love bringing you morning sunshine. We hope that you get a chuckle, and we hope you get a blessing. We hope that you get whatever it is you came for. Except we hope you don't get mad at us. But
Yeah, please don't.
you know, if you don't like what Ricky's wearing, don't watch the show.
If they get mad at you, send the letters to me and I'll take care of it.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, all complaints go to Lubbock.
Yeah, all the
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Just
my
send,
God.
yeah, just if you have a complaint, just call Helen. You know, the lady's name of Helen is
HR
Helen
human,
Wait.
I'll take-
Just call her. She'll fix you right up. All right.
I think we back in that van again.
All
I
right,
think
so-
he's having a flashback.
I want to thank our sponsors. We have Overhead Door in Lubbock, Texas, provides funding for us to do one whole half of our program. And their funding takes care of that. One whole hour.
They're awesome.
All
Yeah.
the time. Okay? We want to thank you for that. And we want to tell you that if you're in the Lubbock area or if you feel like driving to Lubbock, go see those folks if you need an overhead door. Check them out on the internet. If you need something like a garage door, I don't know why you'd need an overhead door per se unless you got a submarine, but you might you might need one. But no. I think they're talking about doors that go over your head and then they come down in front of you. I
I
think.
think they're talking about garage doors.
Oh, garage doors.
If you-
Okay.
Submarine.
garage doors,
Well, you
if
need one if you got a
repaired,
space
if you
capsule.
Need them repaired, they are the best in the West. And I say, West Texas, they're top.
Oh,
Th-
my
well,
God.
they
Great
are.
people.
And then
We
DieCarp.
are.
DieCarp here locally takes care of another half. Because of the funding that they provide for
Amen.
us,
Thank you, guys.
we're able to bring you programming. It doesn't cost you a dime. And our donors, it doesn't cost our donors a dime. We have corporate sponsors that take care of it for us so that we can bring you programming. We can bring you a little bit of joy in the morning. You can watch us mess up and make mistakes, and you can watch us, go through the things, and it's live TV. My son just called me with a problem. It's not TV, it's radio. It looks like TV because we're filming a radio. My son just calls me with a problem, and we had to take care of it. Every now and then I got to go out and take care of some other business. Rick does too.
I'll be right back.
Okay, Cindy's got to take care of some business. She's got a dental thing she's got to take care of right quick on the phone. So, but this is live, and it's unscripted, and it's all off the cuff, and we enjoy bringing you the programming. We would like to invite you to be a part of Smallest Gifts. Now, we're not going to get on here and start bumming money and stuff like that, because we just never want to be one of those.
Yeah.
We do want to give you the opportunity that if you feel led or if you desire to be a part of what we do, helping children around the world, particularly the Philippines, and where we have an orphanage and a training center and a K through 12 school and things that we do there that we support through Smallest Gifts, we've built a couple churches and chapels around the world. One in the Philippines. Cindy's actually built, I think, 2 or 3. I can't remember how many. Kenzie's built 1. But we do this using the music that we do and using our programming, and we put that in ourselves. We don't take money out of it. Okay? So we ask you, if you'd like to be a part of Smallest Gifts, check us out on the website at www.smallestgifts.org or smallestgiftsministries.org.
I'm back.
SmallestGiftsMinistries.org. You can learn all about our angel centers in Lubbock, Texas, where we help people that are on the poor side, that are less fortunate than us.
Yes.
And we help them with funding and just little things for their dialysis treatment, because they get the dialysis treatment, but they don't have gas to get there.
Yeah, they can't.
Or they
even
may
get
have
there.
gas to get there, but don't have anything to eat.
Yeah.
Or they may, because of their other complications. We've had people that have, have soiled their clothes and they needed something, to change into, and we've been able to provide funding, little things like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Our little carts.
Well,
our little
yes,
carts
it's
that we do.
Our trolley dollies. We've purchased umbrellas. We gave them a party at Christmas, a Christmas party.
Oh, that's
and we were
awesome.
able to give them a little bit of money to buy a Christmas gift. We
That's cool.
take things like that for granted.
We
But
sure
it's
do.
Huge for them.
Yeah.
It's huge for them. And I can promise you that this particular week, being the end of the month, we're buying food. It's something as simple as buying bread.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the program is about. It's about bringing you a little bit of joy and sunshine and some good music that's got meat and potatoes of the message and the principles, teachings of Jesus Christ.
Let's roll with the second hour.
And here we go. Here comes the rooster.
Thanks for waking up with us.
Good morning.
I don't think Ricky realizes that when he's whispering, y'all can still hear him when his face is right in the microphone. I done muted you. Yeah, go check it, make sure.
Good morning,
fine.
John McCall, Aaron Quinn, Lori
Good
Hughes.
morning.
I don't think I got you earlier.
Good morning, everybody. Second hour of Morning Sunshine. We've still got it between the guardrails.
Right. Good morning, Cindy, down there in Lubbock.
Good morning.
And as we always say, Starshine's on the phone on the other end of it out there in Lubbock, Texas. There's her picture of pretty little old Cindy sitting up there. Don't let that sweet face fool you, though. She's had Ricky and I in the penalty box for 3 days.
I've got an idea, too. I'm going to share.
And rightfully so.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, let's send a bunch of people messages on Ricky's phone while he's gone.
Oh, yeah, let's do. Let's just call Hawaii and leave it open. We'll call like the weather in Hawaii. Can you still call the weather? Remember, I used to call time. You can just call, now you don't have to call it. You just look at your phone. But remember, you used to call time.
Oh,
You
yes.
call
yes.
call the weather and call time.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
forgot
And
about
you used
that.
to call
yeah.
the corner store and ask them if their refrigerator was running.
Yeah.
When we were kids.
Well,
Got Sir Raleigh in the can.
we didn't have a phone.
You just walked outside and hollered
Yeah.
down the holler.
We did smoke signals. No, we had a phone. But you remember you had a phone, and we had a phone with about a 50-foot cord on it. because you needed to get some privacy to talk to your girlfriend or whatever. And then Mom got an extension, huh?
We had party lines. Did you have party lines where you lived?
You know, we
Out in
did.
the
We did
country?
in the first grade, but then when we moved over to, we moved up to the metropolitan crab orchard, West Virginia. We
Well, if you had a private line, you were considered rich. But you could sneak and listen to other people's conversations, but they
Look.
could hear it click on.
Yeah. Our house burned down, and we bought a trailer, a 12 by 60 Holly Park with a 14-foot tip out, and people were jealous of us. We had the nicest trailer
You
in
were
the holler.
uptown.
We had the nicest trailer in the holler.
Yeah.
Then people started building them old brick houses out there, ruined the place. Yeah, I tell people stories about that when I was in the service. I tell people about growing up because, you know, it hadn't been that long. I was only 17, and they'd think I was making up lies. And I'd tell them, look, West Virginia in the 1960s and 70s was like the 20s and 30s everywhere else. We'd go sing somewhere when I was a little kid. We'd go somewhere and I'd sing, and one of the first questions Mom would ask when she'd book me somewhere is, do y'all have bathrooms? Because she wanted to know if I had a place to change. And then when you'd go to a new church or somewhere, they'd say, come look at her new bathrooms. Boy, that was the new thing. They'd added bathrooms.
And now that you've been in the city for all these years, going back there is like vacation. You'd love to go back there and just hang out a few days and get your mind right.
What are you talking about?
Up in West Virginia.
West Virginia's, yeah. I mean, it's been so long ago. It's like not even. It's been so long ago.
See, I like going places.
Well,
like
I like
that,
to go
get
to.
out
I
the
like to
city.
go there too. But when I go down there, I start tripping down memory lane.
Well,
you know?
that could be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But sometimes you want to just say, if I look backward all the time, I'm never going to be able to.
A lot
look
of them
forward.
girls look like dump trucks and stuff now, but
I don't even want to say it.
I
Of course,
know how
I look
your
at
memories are.
I look at myself too, and I look in. I walk around all day thinking I look like Tom Cruise or something, and I look in the mirror and I go, "What in the world?" And then 5 minutes later, I'm Tom Cruise again. I don't know. I don't know what happens.
John McCall said the cords would get all stretched out. Now we have electronic leashes.
Yeah, now we have a cell phone. This thing was supposed to relieve stress and tension in our life, and what it does is it attaches you to everybody you're trying to avoid. And they can find
Sure
you.
does.
They can find you. If you got Facebook
It
or any kind of
does.
social media, they can find you. I'm ready to just get off the grid. I watch these shows like Alaska Frontier and stuff, and I'm thinking, man, they got it made.
The
You're
bush
ready to
up
go.
there.
Of course, that looks good for about an hour on TV. I'm not looking at them when they're out there traipsing around at 50 below zero. They're trying to skin a deer, and the deer's frozen. Out there got an acetylene torch trying to clean a deer.
Speaking of deer and I saw something a video on Facebook where a goat had got caught on these highline wires. I don't know how on earth. He must have. I guess it was up in the mountain, and then he just kicked out.
One of
That
these
was-
days, I'll tell
that
you
was
about the
something
bull
else.
that got caught on the barbed wire.
No, you're laughing at me. This
No,
really
I'm
was
not. It really
interesting.
happened. You can
It
ask
really
my
did?
boys. Oh yeah, he was trying to step over the barbed wire, and he wound up with having a bad day.
Oh, I would think so.
Yeah.
They had some guy
That
up
was-
there on the wires yesterday on the telephone pole doing tricks and all that, and he got zapped, boop, right off the wire.
Where was this at?
It was on Facebook, one of them things that you watch.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Dumbness.
Right. Caught too many drugs.
Yeah. Well.
I think it would be funny, Mark, when you guys are misbehaving. I'm going to get you to download I'm not in the jail. I'm in the doghouse instead of I'm in the jailhouse now. I'm in the doghouse.
No, I don't think it's the doghouse. It's the penalty box.
Yeah, penalty box.
She got us in the penalty box. We're sitting over in the. We just got to watch the game. We can't play.
Okay.
Yeah, we're sitting in the penalty box.
Oh, that's funny.
I can see me and Cindy doing this one morning
You know,
just by
when
herself.
you go to the hockey game, when you go to a hockey game, it's more fun to watch the people in the penalty box than it is to watch the actual game.
I didn't know anything about it. I was a kid growing up, and hockey was something else. Hockey wasn't a game. It was It was something else. The first time I went to a hockey game, I walked in and I thought, well, they've had a pipe bust here. The whole floor's flooded and froze. Then these 4 convicts came out there in their convict uniforms skating around. I'm like, what in the world? Next thing you know, you had construction guys got their helmets and their sticks, looked like they'd been on strike. They get out there and this referee drops this thing down. I'm assuming that was the hockey. And he drops this little black thing down, and they started fighting over this one piece of hockey and beating it up and down the floor. I just got up and left. I didn't know what it was all about. They called it hockey.
Or you'd say something, and your mom would say, "Oh, hockey."
Yeah, hockey. And then they find out there's a game of hockey.
That sounds like your granddad clearing his throat, when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Well, you are now.
I
figured I'd leave it off while you're talking, since you talk while it's, since you whisper while it's on. Hey, I'll be right back in a minute, Joe. Lord have mercy. Ricky,
Well, Cindy, how about some weather? I guess we need to talk
what's the
about
weather
some
where you
weather?
are, Cindy?
Oh,
I
let's
can't
look and
check
see
mine.
it. Yeah,
Let me
we
see.
still aren't going to talk about our air conditioner yet. Let's see.
Still?
It's warm.
It's still not working?
It's 80. We are currently 80 degrees with a
In the
projected
house.
high of 96. In what?
In the house.
Well, no, 80
degrees in the
outside.
house.
Oh, in the house? Yeah, I'm probably about 78 in the house.
Well, you might as well
And,
say 80.
0% chance of rain, 59% humidity. The winds are from the south at 9 miles an hour. Visibility is only 8 miles rather than 10, and the UV index is 1.
1.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's low.
Must be cloudy out there.
It's partly cloudy.
Well, the
partly
sun ain't
cloudy,
half
which
up
is
out
nice.
there yet.
Yeah,
Well, here in Virginia
we
Beach-
get these 1-inch rains out here. We get 1-inch rains. The raindrops are 1 inch apart. And they last for about 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that heavy rain?
Just a spray.
Go
It
back to
only
sleep,
sprays
Ricky.
out there.
Go back to sleep, Ricky.
It's only a spray out there.
I can't wait to take Ricky
like a
out
mist. It really doesn't rain. And only
there. I can't wait till we get
Oh,
out there. We're going to be doing this Cross America thing. We're trying to figure out what to call it. I think we're going to call it Your Logo Here. Just see if we catch a sponsor before we get to Texas.
We just might.
Your Logo Here.
Well, Virginia Beach today's right now is 82 degrees. It's supposed to be cooler for the next couple days in the 80s. Humidity's 58%. That's a little bit low. Finally, dew point 66. We got a north wind at 14, which should be a little. That could be a little white caps out there for the boaters.
Yeah, just a little bit. Not real big ones.
The
but,
jet skiers ain't gonna care, but the bigger boats might. We only got a 10% chance of rain today, which they've said that all week, and we've had thunderstorms. I think just about
Man,
every,
last night that storm knocked our power off for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, I noticed here the power been out again because all this stuff was all
Yeah,
zapped
we had
up
a power.
again.
Yeah, we had a power. As soon as that lightning went off, the whole
I'm
whole
moving.
neighborhood went black.
I'm moving.
we got a message.
Heath is watching.
Yeah, we got a message here for you to call him, Mr. Carmen.
One moment, please.
Here I am. You
That
want the
boy,
number?
he ready to go.
Oh, I bet he is.
He ready to go.
He's got some stories to tell. Remind him of the penalty box. Cindy's online.
That's right.
Good morning, my brothers and my sister.
Yes, sir. Hold on a minute. I got y'all merged together now, sir. I'm trying to find a radiator hose for a '62 Chevy Nova. Have you got any? A Chevy Nova.
Hey, Chevy Nova.
I've been talking hillbilly.
63 Chevy Novas and other stuff setting up on blocks all over Virginia.
Oh yeah. Hey, Heath. Look, I was riding through there with Ricky. Ricky saw them silos and thought they were mosques.
Silos, buddy. Listen, I ain't never seen so many silos in my life.
I'm telling you.
Good grief. And it looks like a bunch of rockets standing up out through there.
What'd you say, Cindy?
I said, hey, Heath.
Hey, sweetie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How did you make it all these days without me and this crew?
Oh,
Well, she's had you in the penalty box. That's one thing. she put you in timeout because of the thing you said about what was on Ricky's head. Don't say it, she'll put you back.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure that out. I kept looking at Ricky and I was like, what did he get into? Did he try one on the night before and put panties on his head?
I know you said it. Now he's going back in the box. You said it. You
Bye,
said it. You
Heath.
said it.
We'll see.
Hang
you
up
when
on
you
him.
get back.
Now you're going back in the penalty box. You ignorant hillbilly. I tried to tell you.
I won't bring it up.
You already did.
You're dumber in the head than a hog is in the hind end. I'm trying to give you an alert.
I'll forgive you, Heath, because I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Can you just give him a whistle and a standing 8? Please don't put him in the penalty
Please,
box.
a standing 8.
We've been trying to get him on the air for a week. You've had him in the outhouse or the penalty box or something. Yeah,
So
Cindy's done laid down the law.
So what's going on, Heath? What's going on, man?
I want to hear about the trip
I
to
want to
Maine.
hear about that trip.
I want to hear about the trip to Maine.
First of all, I will never, ever, ever say another bad word about the roads in Alabama again. We have just awesome roads. I came back in, I crossed the state line, got out of the car, and kissed the ground. What in the world is up?
What state were you referring to primarily?
Oh, everything with the exception of maybe Connecticut.
Did you go?
Wasn't too bad.
Did you go through?
Wasn't too bad,
Oh,
but y'all really got this hang up on your speed limit thing.
Oh yeah.
You know, speed limit down here is more of a suggestion.
Oh no. Yeah. No, them old Virginia State troopers, they're out there making money.
Well,
I think they're on commission.
Because there's 10 signs every mile.
Do what?
There's a sign that says, there's a sign that says 55 miles an hour. Then the next sign is going to say no radar detectors. And the next sign is going to say, make sure you're doing 55 miles an hour. And then the next sign is going to say, look, we're checking you with an airplane.
That's Virginia.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
right, so-
laughed. I got so tickled. You got signs telling you that there's a sign coming up.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I've never seen so many
That's
road
mine.
signs in my
Oh.
life. We got so tickled looking at it. You don't have a place where you cross over into the other lane, or where you cross an oncoming lane, and there's 4 signs that tell you, "Hey, don't turn this way."
Yeah.
One would have done it. One, unless people are really not real smart, and I know they're smarter than that. But it was. I got tickled. We got to laughing at all the signs. Every little ditch you cross, it had a name. Like Bob's Ditch.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Every little creek, it's like the Earl Shrewsbury Memorial Creek.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, did you see those signs that said dip?
Did I do what?
You see any signs that said dip? Like you see a sign that says dip.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like
drop
1
off.
foot in front of the dip, and you go, good God, it'd be better if you had a sign after it said, what happened? We've just hit a dip. Because that thing comes up on you so quick. Hey, we were traveling.
What we had to do was bring our car back into the shop when we got home.
Yeah.
Our hands all knocked out of the line. All the tires are out of balance.
Yeah.
It's pitiful.
Man, every time we it took us about twice as long to get where we were going. See, we went all the way up to Lake Erie, almost to Canada, where we were, while you were up in Maine. But it took us twice as long to get there. Every time we'd stop, we'd see there's a sign that said clean restrooms, and Ricky did. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I
You
said,
don't have to worry about that in New York.
yeah." I said, "What are
We
you
went to
doing?"
New York, and there's a sign basically just says, it's going to be a mess. Just come on in and try it anyway.
Yeah, yeah. But I asked him, I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Well, look at the sign. It's just clean restrooms. I'm cleaning the restroom." Thought, Ricky, get back in the car.
We went in a travel center in Connecticut. This was the funniest thing. And there was this big old huge guy in there with this little bitty pit bull puppy. And why he had it, I don't know. And he was standing in front of these one of these little claw machines, the little game machines where you
Yeah,
get stuff.
yeah, I know what you're
And he
talking
was
about.
standing in front of it holding this little pit bull puppy on a string. And the little puppy decided, well, it's time for me to do my business. Well, it left some little Hershey bars in the floor. And he started hollering at his wife all the way across the thing in Spanish. And she was hollering back at him, and everybody was looking around. And he come back, and he wiped it up a little bit and put it in the trash can next to him. Well, the lady that works there, she was another Hispanic lady. And she walked by, and she was blessing him out. It looked so funny. It looked like a little bitty puppy jumping on a big old dog because he was huge. And while she was standing there chewing him out, the dog decided, well, I got to pee now. And she chewed him out up one side, down the other. I laughed. I just stood there. She just turned around at me, and when she started to walk off, she looked at me, and she went, El Stupido.
El Stupido.
I guess that means he wasn't real bright.
El Stupido.
El Stupido. Hey, look at this. Hey, Heath, we when we hit West Virginia, Ricky wanted to stop, get out, and take a picture of the sign, and a busload of white Boy Scouts got out and started taking pictures of Ricky. That's the truth, ain't it?
They thought
it had Mississippi tags on the bus.
They thought he was a coal miner.
He said, we found one.
Do what, Cindy?
You leave Ricky alone. You'll go to the penalty box.
Oh, I didn't do that. I'm telling the truth.
Be good at put Park in the penalty box. I don't like being in there by myself.
Man, I've been in the
What'd you say? You don't like being in there by yourself.
Hey, Ricky.
The funniest thing we saw, I think, the whole time we were going, we were sailing down the interstate in New Hampshire, and I saw a sign come out of the corner of my eye, and I told Carrie, I said, grab the camera. I said, I know this is going to come up again. And she said, what? And I said, I'm not going to tell you because I'm surely I read this wrong. We were maybe another half mile or mile, and it was there again. New Hampshire liquor store and lottery tickets, next exit.
All right.
You just don't see that in Alabama. You don't.
Hey, man, look, they got drive-through liquor up there. They got drive-through beer and drive-through liquor.
Yeah, you don't have to get out the car no more.
This was a huge building, state-run building. Had these blue and yellow signs to New Hampshire liquor store.
You think that's bad? Go up through West Virginia. Go up through West Virginia. See Cecil's Catfish Emporium and Funeral Home.
Yeah.
We went through a little bit of West Virginia. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's pretty up through there, but good grief.
Well, how was Maine?
Well, how was Maine? Yeah, that's a good question.
Maine was beautiful.
Yep, it is.
But you get past, about Bar Harbor, and there's only about 20 people live in the whole state, I think.
Wow.
And they are friendly. They are happy to see somebody.
And that air different up there, isn't it, Heath?
Oh, we're so glad you're here. Tell us all about you.
Yeah, they like to hear you talk.
They don't see anybody else.
I thought the people in New York were the most friendly people in the world, and I realized it's just they like to hear me talk. They didn't care nothing about me. They just wanted me to say something.
The people up in Maine are friendly. I think, like I said, I think it's just because they don't ever see anybody.
I know it.
Well, you get that thinner.
Got this whole, they're locked up in their house for 6 months out of the year.
You got that thinner air up there.
Stinking cold.
That thinner air.
Well, hey, Heath. One time, me and Frank took these two boys from this place called the Anchor Home. We went to pick up a load of, or deliver a load of coat hangers. I think we got onto about 10 million coat hangers for free, and we'd laid them off to the disabled veterans of America for about $1 a piece. We had two 26-foot box trucks full of brand new hangers. And we got paid to haul them off, and we've laid them off for about 50 cents a piece. I mean, it was a big lick. We got these two boys from the Anchor Home, which is like dry dock for young men.
Yeah.
It's like a union. So we got them up there. We got this one boy, and he calls. There's nothing open, so we get a pizza thing. He's from Tennessee. He calls to order a pizza. He goes, y'all deliver? You remember that? Y'all deliver? Y'all deliver? we're in Chicago now. So finally she figured out, he's saying, do you guys deliver? Okay. Y'all deliver? You deliver to hotel? You deliver? Do you deliver to the motel?
To the motel.
Yeah. Y'all deliver to the motel? So look, she starts putting in the order, and he puts on the end of it, don't put none of them sardos on it. Sardos.
Oh, man.
Boy,
Man, you know, they
funny.
shouldn't let us. They shouldn't let people like us out of up north of the Mason-Dixon line without an escort.
Yeah, y'all
You know, you
need
just have to
one.
have a chaperone and a translator and stuff. Ain't no telling what you could get into.
You know, one thing I noticed, no joke, people all over the East Coast, and I don't know if it's this way out west, but you know, basically, people are just about all alike. They just want to be happy, and they just want to, you know, they just want to live their life and just enjoy things just like everybody else does.
It's that salt water.
We really, I was surprised. We ran into a lot of nice people. We rode on into Canada and up to New Brunswick, listen, when the hillbillies crossed the border, buddy, that was hilarious. We pulled up and asked me if we had any firearms. I said, no, and I feel naked. And she looked at me and she said, well, did you leave them at home or did you leave them in Maine? I said, well, you don't think I left them in Alabama, do you? And she said, what did you leave in Maine then? And I said, well, there's 4 of us, so we had 4 firearms. She laughed and she said, pull up here, we got to check your car. We pulled up, we went in the immigration office, you know, and they checked our license, and they come out and they strip search the car and, you know, put their little gloves on, and I thought they was going to do a cavity search, and I tightened up real good, and I said, hey, buddy, wait a minute, you don't need them gloves, do you? He got real tickled. He said, no, I ain't going to do nothing. I said, you're right, you ain't going to do nothing. I'm going back to Maine if you're going to do it.
I'm going to the house. Y'all keep this place.
You're going to put that glove on. I will go right back across the bridge.
He said that was a no search zone.
Well, we pulled up. We were pulling up in a little parking spot where they check you, and a guy pulled up next to us, and they were giving the little border guard. They were giving him down the road a little bit. They asked him, said, hey, buddy, said, can you hit anything with that there gun, or is it just for looks? And the guard turned around and he said, oh, I have to qualify with it. I can do it pretty good, I think. And he said, well, you reckon you could hit that pole over there? And he said, oh, yeah. I said, I've been training with this thing for 10 years now. And the guard walked off, and he looked around, and the guy looked at me, and I said, look, buddy, I'm from Alabama. When we was born, we was issued our guns. It's been a lot longer than 10 years for us. He just cracked up laughing. He said, what in the world are you doing in Canada? And I said, I was asking myself the same question.
They're proud of the place, though, aren't they?
They are. They really are.
Did you ask them about their health care while you was up there?
New Brunswick was really cool. That's where the only international park in the world is. It was a joint effort between the United States and Canada. They've preserved Franklin Delano Roosevelt's home up there. And they've done a wonderful job. Wonderful people run the thing. They love the United States. They said, you know, they say it's just awesome down here. They're really disappointed in the people, though, that's been showing their tail about the government and everything. They said, well, how can they be so rude? I said, I don't know. I don't know how they can be that way. But they were really, they were shocked by the way people act down here.
All right.
So it kind of embarrassed me a little bit.
Yeah.
I said, well, we're from Alabama. We don't act like that.
Lord have mercy. What a statement. I'm from Alabama. We know how to behave.
That's right. We know how to behave.
We can skin a buck and we can run a trot line, and a country boy can survive.
Did Doris enjoy herself, he?
Do what?
Mom enjoy herself?
She had a ball.
Good.
She had a ball. Every morning we woke up, we rode her about 4,000 miles last week.
Wow.
That's a plenty.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
We went to Portland and Bar Harbor, Kennebunkport. On the way up, we stopped in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Like I said, we went on up to I can't remember. Oh, we went to Roanoke, Virginia. That was kind of a side trip for Colt. That was where the Virginia Transportation Museum is.
Yeah.
That was
he
pretty
loved
neat.
that, didn't he? Y'all got to see the trains?
He loved it, yeah.
All right, let me ask you this.
That was pretty...
Did you have to take out a loan to cover all your tolls?
Listen, what is the deal with that? They're not spending that money on fixing them roads, buddy.
Man.
I don't know where that money's going, but man, it costs you about $400 to get up to Maine by the time you pay the West Virginia Turnpike, the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and the every 5 feet you got something to pay in New York and Connecticut. Did you drive through New York City?
On the way up, we got through. We were on the other side of Connecticut, and we pulled up. And all the ones up through there pretty much had been like $1. And we got up through there, and I was going through one of those things, and the guy stuck his head out and said $1. And I said, "You're just like my son. You're dollaring me to death." And he just looked at me like I'd lost my...
Oh, they have no joy whatsoever.
No, they have no joy at all.
Oh, no, they have no sense of humor whatsoever.
No, they don't play with you.
We blew through one of the toll things on the way back coming through New York. It said ticket. Well, I didn't want a ticket. I didn't know what they were talking about. They said it said no cash or a ticket. Well, I didn't want neither one of them, so I just drove right on through it. And we got to New Jersey, and the girl, I pulled up, and she said, "I need your ticket." And I said, "I don't have one." And she said, "Well, why don't you?" And I said, "Well, I didn't know I was supposed to get one." She said, "Where are you from?" I said, "I'll give you 3 guesses." And she said, "Never mind." I said...
Well, I went
said,
to...
Give me $10.75 and you'll be good. And I'm like, good grief. You may just say, "Zach, can I work here for a little while? Do you have any business for a while?"
Man, I remember when I went to New Jersey, I saw the license plate said Garden State.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, they probably got some pretty good produce here. So I went in the store. And I asked the guy, I said, "How much are your tomatoes?"
Tomatoes.
He said, "Tomatoes." I said, "Yeah, how much are your tomatoes?" He said, "What part of Tennessee you from?" I said, "Why you asked? Because it said tomatoes?" He said, "No, because this is a hardware store."
Oh, man.
Yeah, stuff happens when you travel.
Are you glad to be back at the Strand?
I am so glad to be back. But I am glad we went. You know, just to be serious for a minute, you know, I've always said, I'm not much on traveling, never have been. Not, especially up north. I always made the statement, I said, you know, I've never lost anything up north, so there's no need in me going. Well, I got up there and I realized I had lost something. I guess I'd lost my perspective. You know, you get up there and you get out of your own little world and you see that there's a lot of pretty things in this country and a lot of nice people. And if you unplug from some of the news and some of the stuff on Facebook and all that, things aren't near as bad as what they're being made out to be.
No, they're not.
There's a lot of good going on.
Oh, yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
And people like you,
Right.
and the people the same way all over the world, Heath.
Yep.
They are.
When you go,
I really believe that.
they just want to live in peace, and it's the politicians and the greedy people that mess it up for everybody.
Yep.
But the truth is, some of the sweetest, nicest people that I've ever met, believe it or not, are in New York City, near Boston, Massachusetts, in a place called Mansfield, Massachusetts. I spent some time there, and in Texas, and in Alabama, and all over this country, and in the Philippines, and in Guatemala, and in Colombia, and places, you know, all around the whole world.
Yeah.
People are just people, and they're just like you. They're just like me, and we all just and it's the politicians that keep the stuff stirred up.
That's right.
You know,
You're
That's
right.
right.
The politicians and news media. That's exactly right.
Yep.
We got you know, this was amazing to me. We were in where we stayed was Lebec, Maine. That's the most easternmost town in the United States. and they got nothing. There's no industry anymore. They've lost all their industry. They were a big, big fishing community at one time, had a huge sardine factory. They were one of the biggest sardine producers, I guess, in the world at one time before they lost all that and they went overseas or whatever. So they've got nothing. I mean, there were more boarded up buildings and more dilapidated buildings than there were buildings that were standing and open. But let me say this. They all had a smile on their face. They were all happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it doesn't take money and it doesn't take a lot of stuff.
No.
I talked to a lady that she worked in a restaurant there as a waitress, and I said, you know, what do y'all do around here? She said, well, during the tourist season, and I was looking around, we were the only ones in the place, and I was thinking, not much of a tourist season. But she said, you know, I work this job, you know, about 4 months out of the year. That's their tourist season. And she said in the winter, which is, you know,
most of the time.
Yeah, she said, I work 3 jobs to survive during the winter. But she was just happy, you know. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It was really neat. I wouldn't trade anything for the time we spent up there and the time we spent with those people.
Well, you know what, Heath, the way you turned this and the things you learned, it sets up a song that I want to play by Demetrius Stallings called I've Seen What He Could Do, and we'll be right back after this song. Stay with us.
Awesome.
I was tugging her bed, and it caught me by surprise when a little girl asked me, what does God look like? I smiled and laughed a little, leaned over for a kiss, said, baby, I don't know, but I can tell you this. I've been to the ocean, stood on a mountain, I've seen the sunset burn away the sky of blue, stared up at the starlight, got lost in the midnight. I've never seen the face of God, but I've seen what He can do. Yes. Well, I thought about these wonders around us every day. The stuff that if you let it will take your breath away. I've also found His glory shining from within. The heart of the sinner has just been born again. And I've been to river, watched souls going under. Forgiveness washed them clean, and mercy made them new. Gone is the old man, and I can tell you firsthand, I've never seen the face of God, but I see what He could do. Oh, for now, I don't need a
was going to listen to the song, and I totally missed
Well,
it.
yeah, we're there. Y'all were just chatting away.
We're just carrying on.
Yeah.
We had our own little show going on there for a minute.
Uh-oh,
We did.
okay.
The Cindy show.
We got a lot of latecomers this morning.
I
Let
know
me just
it.
say good morning to a few of them. Eric Michael Stewart, good friend of mine up in Richmond, that has a big hair studio. Now,
Yeah.
he does stuff like Oprah's hair and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know about Oprah, but people like that, big celebrities. Howard Carmen, your brother Howard's
Yeah, we were
online.
just talking about Howard earlier.
Yep, Dominic Melito
Oh.
with the
Howard,
Virginia
don't go
Beach
listen.
Education
You didn't hear
Association. He
the
just
first part
signed.
of this, don't go listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first part of it was
Don't
pretty
go
funny. Yeah, don't look back. You'll turn into a pillar of salt.
Hey,
Your story he told that you might not have wanted told.
hey, Heath, I saw your little promotion.
Yeah, what his little promotion? It was
Yeah,
a TV
the-
article. Wait a minute. I saw your little promotion. I saw your little bitty teeny promotion that the daggone TV crew came down there and released all over the world.
It's really nice, man. I like it. I got
Saw
a
your
chance to
little
see what the
promotion.
Strand looks like.
Howard, we were running up through West Virginia, and
I like that.
I took Ricky. You missed it. You got to go back and watch the first part of the program. It's kind of funny. I even talked about you a while ago. So, talked about when we went to basic training. We're in boot camp. You take your pants off, got on those butterfly bikini underwear. Howard and I
That's a
went to
shame.
Heath. Howard and I went to boot camp together. My brother Howard, and they make us
Howard.
take our clothes off, and he's standing there in a pair of butterfly bikini underwear.
Butterflies. God, the butterflies. I can't get over the
Butterfly
butterflies.
bikini underwear.
Yeah, I can't get
Yeah.
over the butterflies.
Yeah, look, it's something you just don't. It's charred in my memory. I'll never get over it.
Imagination. Yeah, let's just some things are better left unsaid.
Was
Yeah, you got that right.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with underwear. I hope everybody's so familiar with underwear.
Was they Jackies?
Well, at least he didn't have them
What'd
on
you
his
say
head.
with a jacket? Yeah, what'd you say, Heath? I had mine on my head. I travel light.
Yeah, I thought he got a pair of my sisters, but no.
No, Mark, you got to tell them about the lady in the ice cream shop.
Oh, okay, Heath. Okay, watch this now. Heath, can you see me?
I'm seeing.
All right, look. Hey, so it'll be a little bit of delay. We're in this ice cream shop. We're riding around. We're taking Kenzie riding around on the golf cart. Well, Kenzie hadn't had any breakfast yet. Ricky and I had already eaten. So we go in this little ice cream shop because they said that they had breakfast sandwiches. Now this place is like 1950. I'm not kidding you.
I'm telling
it's
you.
locked in time. So we go in, and there is a woman standing there. I ain't kidding you. I hope she's listed because she needs to learn something about this. There's a woman standing there, and she's ordering. She's got a rear end on her. It looked like a Roadmaster Buick parked right in front of this. Right in front of the cash register, and got on a pair of pants that is about the consistency of a pair of window shears, white shears. I mean, and I can't say the other word, so I'll just say drawers, because Cindy put me in the penalty box if I say what you said. But you can read the tag on it, okay? You can see the threads.
You've seen everything.
And I looked at Ricky. I didn't do nothing. Look, I just looked at Ricky like this. I went,
And when he turned and looked at me, I lost it.
wait a minute. And so without saying a word, I just reached and got a napkin off the counter, and I opened it up, and I held it in front
Like it was a-
Ricky couldn't see. And he started this right here, right in the restaurant. Fell out the floor and had to leave.
I had to get out of there. That look on his face when he looked at me.
I just gave him this when I went.
And I was like, no, I know he didn't.
And I just got that napkin.
I cried.
I didn't say a word. I just went
I cried.
Oh, God.
and opened it up.
Oh, my God. I cried. I was crying. I needed the EMS because I was done.
It was a classic Mark and Ricky moment.
Man, that should have been
Oh,
on
that is
tape.
so
That
funny.
was so
I wish we'd had
funny.
that video. That'd get 10 million views. That was funny.
That was so
'Cause-
funny.
and I wasn't even thinking about it. I just think this poor woman don't know she's walking around in her drawers. Somebody. You'd think somebody said, Mom, don't go out of the house like that.
Because it actually looked like a.
someone
That is so
ended up in
funny.
a Walmart.
It
And,
looked
the
like a
Walmart
cupcake.
Videos of the Walmart pictures of people in Walmart.
Oh, it would have been one of those. Ricky still.
It looked like a cupcake with all the icing on the bottom.
Yeah.
Because everything was sticking out over the top.
It was,
but the icing was at the bottom.
It was. I'm telling you, something. It was one of the things. It's another one thing get charred in your memory, and you wake up. And you wake up in the middle of the night, and it comes to your mind. And you go, "Good night."
Did I really see that?
Yeah, you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing you can't unsee.
I can still see the look on his face when he looked at me.
You can't unsee it. It's already been seen.
Heath, you really want these fools down there at the Strand?
Similar experience up in Maryland
Do what?
at a what do you call it, service exit things. You know, they got these big things that where it's like a rest stop, but it's got all the food and it's got
Oh yeah,
gas and
once they
all
trap
the
you on the turnpike and you can't get off.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
pulled in this place, and we were going in with egg, and we come back out. We were fixing to get in the car, and I noticed my son he had this look on his face like he'd been hit in the back of the head with a 2x4. He wasn't moving, he wasn't flinching, he wasn't doing nothing. I was like, what in the world's wrong with him? But then I saw her coming across the parking lot. And she was a young girl, but she was, how can I put this? Blessed.
Voluptuous.
The good Lord had blessed her.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Okay.
But she looked like, honestly, like she was wearing a lobster bib. And she had, it was, I don't know what, I still to this day don't know what it was. There was nothing from the side and the back. Nothing.
A lobster
She had on
bib.
short shorts, and she had on it went around her neck and down the front, just the very front of her body into the front of her shorts. And from the side, the poor girl was naked.
Man, you can see every walk of life up there, buddy.
And Colt was going from a colt to a stallion.
Yeah.
At least he was at the fence anyway.
Watching the mayor across the street.
Look here. Hey Heath, we stopped at a Burger King somewhere in the hills.
Oh my God.
And it looked like a scene out of Men in Black. Or like the bar scene on Star Wars,
and
man.
he kept trying to get me to go in there. And I said, nope, I'm not going because I know what's going to happen.
Cindy, I wouldn't have let you go in there. I'd have covered you up with a towel so you couldn't see it because there's things in there you couldn't unsee. I'm telling you, it must be. All I can say is this: from the looks of those people, it must be a long way to the next town. Because
no, you got to tell
their
them.
family tree looks like a phone pole.
In their pajamas.
No, you got to tell them about the thing that the woman that was in the rest stop that had on that was in Goth.
Oh my goodness, yeah, we seen one up there. I've been around the world and done a lot of things, ain't scared of much, but that like scared me to death. I saw a woman up there could make a living haunting houses. That woman, she went to the daggone spook house at the carnival. She'd come out with a contract. They'd hire her on the spot, man. This woman looked frightening. I'm telling you.
What was that you said?
It looked
to
like
us?
an anorexic, blonde-haired Elvira, mistress of the dark.
Some other show we'll have to tell Ricky about the haunted house.
No, but what was the statement that you made to her when you went to the British accent? We have to tell. You have to hear this when we're in each other's presence.
I can't remember.
You said, "Oh God, what was it?" No, lady, you need to play with the Packers.
Oh no.
I don't know. I was laughing.
Stop
so
yourself, Ricky.
Hey,
Cindy.
I'm having a flashback, Cindy.
I
Forgive me.
disavow all knowledge of Ricky.
I'm having a flashback. I've been trying to get out that van since I got home.
I don't know this man. I don't want to know this man.
Mm-hmm.
I disavow all knowledge of him.
Cindy, what did Kenzie tell you yesterday in her visit?
What, Frank?
What did Kenzie tell you yesterday in her visit?
Oh, she's excited. She's got several camps coming up, and she was shopping for school supplies, and she was just talking about how much fun she had. She had a blast.
Oh, so wasn't nothing
like
negative
that.
about these two?
What can you say negative about us?
All we were doing was looking for Democrats.
We're
No,
fun.
she didn't say anything bad. But because they know I take care of it, so you better watch it, guys.
I know.
They probably gave her a couple bucks, sworn to secrecy and all that.
No.
Yeah.
See,
Don't tell
your
Cindy
point is
how you
that
acted.
She can't hear that well. Yes.
Yeah. What? Yeah, Nick said, "Who's Ricky?" That's right. Who's Ricky? Cindy got mad at us. Cindy got all in a twist about some of the things we were saying while we were riding the golf cart.
Man, that golf cart ride, that was the most interesting ride I've taken in a long time.
Yeah, man, we wound up in the penalty box and got anointed with oil and everything.
Oh my God! I wish you could have been there in that little restaurant.
We got put. Okay, we'll see you. But just remember this.
I'll talk to y'all soon.
All right, man.
I'm gonna be sending you some stuff before too long.
Hey, Heath, before you jump, look. Before you jump, me and you and Cindy, let's get on the phone. We want to book to come to the Strand and play, and then on our way to Lubbock. Okay, but I'm gonna bring Ricky and me and Ron and Mark Johnson, and we want to come down to the Strand and have a big hootenanny.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we need to. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm all about it.
Talk to you soon.
Hi, buddy. Love y'all.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
Well, we have a good time on here, and I want to. We're about to wrap up hour number 2. I just want to say, if we can bring a little bit of joy and a little sunshine to you in the morning, that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what religion or no religion you are. We try to live by the principles and the teachings of Jesus Christ. We cut up and carry on, and some people may not think that we're very good representatives of that because we don't. Sit around and whack people over the head with the Bible. We believe that making that introduction is the way to do it, and we can attract more people with a little humor and offer something different, and then let you know about the work that we do with smallest gifts, and let you know about the fact that we're able to do the things we do because people like you are part of this. And even if you don't contribute your financial resources, you can like it and share it and tell other people. That gives us an opportunity to tell folks about Smallest Gifts.
Right.
You can learn about Smallest Gifts at smallestgiftsministries.com. We're able to bring you the programming because people like Overhead Door in Lubbock, Texas, and people like Dicarp here locally, people like they take care of providing us with funding.
Amen.
That we are able to take care of the programming and keep us where we can get this out. And we're reaching literally all over the world. We stopped talking about it because every time we turn around, we're missing another country, and I don't want to leave anybody out. But like right now, we've got people from literally all over the world listening to us on the radio side. The Facebook side is just part of what we do, but we're actually broadcasting around the world, and we're broadcasting Smallest Gifts 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A lot of the programming that we have on SGBN involves Kenzie Walker's Power Hour, where Kenzie plays some of her favorite songs and some of the songs that she's recorded. We have Tommy Smith's Country for the Good Life. What a great program. I listened to that whole program a couple days ago, all the way through while I was driving. And, I'd heard pieces of it, but I've never just sat and listened to the whole thing because I don't have time. But my goodness, what a great program that Tommy puts together. Pastor Bubba's going to be doing some a teaching series, and he's talking about doing a cooking thing and all that. And, it's fun to have a vehicle that we can get this messaging out.
Amen.
Our Morning Sunshine show is silly and fun. And we cut up and carry on. We have Cindy to make sure that Ricky and I don't wreck. We have Frank over there on live to make sure that we hit our windows we're supposed to hit and all that kind of stuff. And but the truth is, we just want to tell you that we love you, and we want to tell you that this programming is important to us, and it's important to you, and it's our way that we can reach around the world. We spent a lot of time talking today because we hadn't talked to Heath since he's been on his trip and since we've been on our trip. We have fun. We share real life with you. Mm-hmm. We share real stuff because this is totally unscripted. This is, what was that noise?
I don't know.
This is totally unscripted, It's just the way you get what you get. And we are happy to bring it to you. We're going to play a couple more songs. I'm going to play one here. It's kind of a toe tapper that I wrote called Get Out the Boat. I had a private message request for it. So here you go, Nick. Here's Get Out of the Boat. Well, if it'll play. See? We're live. Things like that happen.
Everybody's heard about the stories in the Bible and the miracles that happened then. Oh, how we like to tell about the woman at the well and Daniel in the lion's den. Often overlooking that there's more to the story than the devil ever wanted us to think. Yeah, Daniel had to pray just like every other day so the lion wouldn't hurt him and the Lord would not desert him. The woman at the well had a miracle to tell about a prophet who'd offered her a drink. Oh, the 3 Hebrew children had to get into the fire and David had to find himself a stone. We'll take another look, it's right there in the book. They all did something on their own. Noah had to gather all the animals and put them in the ark before he ever went afloat. Peter could have never walked upon the water if he hadn't gotten out of the boat. Yeah. Wonder why the miracle they're seeking never happened, so they sit around and moan, worrying and fretting, doubting and sweating, so they never get a victory of their own. The moral of the story that we need to all consider when we're waiting for the promise to begin, like Zacchaeus the day that Jesus came his way.
All right, everybody, that's going to do it for us.
With us.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting out of here.
Good morning.
What you doing today, Cindy?
I'm headed over to my mother's to give her a pedicure right now and do her tongue and her fingernails.
All right.
Hi, Kenzie.
Kenzie Lou!
Hi, baby girl.
Love you, Kenzie.
Hey, you come in late. We were talking about you a while ago.
We sure were.
Good things.
Man, we had a good time, didn't we? All right, good morning, world. We love you. We're getting head out here. See you.
See you later.
See you
Bye.
later.